Hey y'all, I want to read to you what I just wrote about my post No King's Day thoughts on my Patreon, which you can find at the link in my bio. If you click Patreon, you can join for free, and I did make this post free as well, but you can join, of course, for $5, $10, or $25 a month, which I would appreciate. Okay, ready? Post No King's Day. The illusion is shattered. Now what? Well, we settle in after this huge success, the largest protest in U.S. history, with reports coming in that there were 5 to 11 million people standing up for democracy. We get to rest, and we get to dream in a way that we might not have realized was possible before. If the 11 million estimate is true, then that is the 3.5% that we needed historically to topple an authoritarian regime. Regardless, what we achieved was not only sending a clear message about who we are as a community, but also discovering that we never need to feel alone in what truly matters to good people again. We were surrounded by like-minded, light-hearted people who want to finally live in a country and a worldwide community that puts human dignity, equality, abundance, safety, and joy above the selfishness of the systems we have been subject to for far too long. Side by side, we unified our passion and our power and became something new, connected. The illusion of isolation and the system lifestyle spoon-fed ideals created to perpetuate it has been the keystone to keep us in line. Stressed, numbed out, dysregulated, sick, and in pain, and provided with endless temporary dopamine relief in consumerism and 30-second reels. By the way, hope you're still here. We have been running on a hamster wheel to set up to provide workers for the ultra-rich. And then I put a link in there because if no one knows how Rockefeller designed the school system, there's a great article about it on Medium, and you can see how it wasn't quite as altruistic as he made it seem. They benefit from keeping us under the pressure of the grind and rugged individualism. Seen, for example, even in how we're taught to treat our babies. Put them away in a room down the hall from us, crying it out so they aren't dependent on us and they can self-soothe. By the way, my degree is in child development. Don't do that. We are people who have been programmed to believe that natural human interdependence is somehow weak and that we are good and strong if we are self-made and independent. Because if we get together and decide that this system isn't healthy for us and decide to join forces and change it, they will lose control. We see this in how they try to tell us that the reason we are struggling is because of the other, which stops us from realizing that we are more alike than not and can rise up against the real reason for that struggle, the power over greedy and heartless few at the top of the food chain. Today, and truly ever since the first protests, we got to meet the other. We got to connect and see that we can not only put our power together to stop tyranny, but we can also get to work discovering how to put our skills and gifts together to create the new while the old crumbles away. We know that not only are we not alone and able to take action together when we're disturbed by breaking news, but we are not alone in our dreams about the community in this country and the world living in ways that assure that humans thrive instead of just survive. So before we go back to what is he going to try to pull next, or any thoughts that create an energetic backslide, let's get determined to dream of what we are going to create next. Get together with the new human family you met today and brainstorm, dream, and begin creating. In November, I was awoken with a message from Spirit and made my first psychic TikTok. And they said, "This is a birth. This is a necessary part of the era of Pluto in Aquarius, where Pluto reveals and destroys the old so that the more equality-based, people-powered system and time of creativity and innovation that Aquarius provides can take the lead. It would be messy, painful, scary, and difficult, but necessary to birth the new world that was on its way. So do your own work releasing what holds you back. Create who you want to be in this new time and get comfortable connecting to community." And I also said, if you need help with that, DM me, because that's what I do. This is still going to be a bumpy ride, but now you know that your work is honing your special skills, gifts, and purpose, and that Spirit As Spirit also said months ago, do not be distracted by the sound of falling bricks as the tower falls. Instead, join the others and focus on what you are building from the new bricks you are forging together in solidarity and love. We got this.